Well, ladies and gentlemen, it has been a volatile little bit of time here these last couple weeks. Today down about 4.5%, down almost 30% from our highs in the sixes. It's just the hits, they just keep on rolling. And right now, I think there is a distinct lack of information, and most of the trading days the last couple of weeks have been really low volume and a slow bleed. Today, volume picked up and there was a big sell-off. And I've actually even come up apparently on the Yahoo message boards. So on the Yahoo boards, this fella named Domi, I don't know how they're pronouncing it, but lots of group members apparently trade in and out here. Only whoever they're replying to, somebody named My Own Hedge Fund and Fiscal Philosophy, that's me, were the only three that trashed the stock after selling, hoping to manipulate. Scum. Now, I've not done anything I would characterize as trashing the stock, and not only that, I haven't sold my shares. I still have all 3,500 shares that I've had since months and months ago. My position has stayed that size for a very long time. I've just been patiently waiting for things to play out. I did not sell the top and then take the opposite side of the trade or anything like that. My timing, unfortunately, is not quite that impeccable. You can ask anybody about that. So when it comes to these wild claims that people like to make, throwing my name around,
it's fiction. It's an urban legend that never happened. No way. We got you. Not a chance. Not this time. It never happened. It never happened. We made this one up. It's fiction. We made up this one. We made it up. Not this time. Wrong. Not this time. Not this time. You're wrong. Not this time. It never happened.
Now, what isn't fiction is the bonus APY and the 15 free stocks you can get when you sign up using my exclusive link to our sponsor, which is Moomoo. 8.1% bonus APY and 15 free stocks when you make a deposit of $1,000 or more. This is as close to free money as you can get, ladies and gentlemen. And Moomoo doesn't charge you any kind of monthly fee or anything for joining. You just get these perks as their way of saying thank you and promoting the service. I personally recently used Moomoo to buy options in Medical Properties Trust expiring next April, in the hopes that they do a little bit better than they've been doing this last couple weeks. If you want to join me on Moomoo, it helps the channel a lot, and I really appreciate it. I think some of the reason I get a little bit of flack on the bull side is because I'm not a shameless pumper here, okay? I think that one of the things that's hurting us is the lack of official press releases since September 11th. These last few weeks, in the absence of new official information, who controls the narrative? The shorts do, for the most part. Now, the pumpers do their best to counter it, of course, but some of their claims about what we might see for the opcos seem a little over-optimistic, just from a little bit more of a conservative investing perspective. I don't want to sit here and say, oh, they're going to get X, Y, and Z. We made that mistake already with thinking that stewardship was going to end up being this giant thing that made most of the creditors, including MPW, at least like most, the whole. And that isn't quite how that has played out. So I want to learn from what we've seen in the past, be a little bit more cautious, and say the opcos, if they do get something decent, that's worth celebrating. However, I just wouldn't expect the world out of this, okay? The benefit at this point, in my mind, is just clearing Steward off the game board, getting hopefully a more diverse set of hopefully mostly better operators into these hospitals, and keep those hospitals open, get things turned around, and ramp up that rent that Steward was clearly incapable of paying. That's where I see the actual value, and that just takes a little longer to play out instead of one lump sum. Also, there's this investor that bought millions of shares. It's over 6% of the company. His name is Daniel Yet. This guy is very hard to find any information on. I've tried a little bit of Google Foo here and there. Haven't really been able to find all that much. I'm not giving up on it. There are people in my Discord that are looking into this. Just kind of curious what this guy's deal is. Is he for real? Is he one of those that will take a substantial stake in a company because he believes in it and maybe has, some input towards the turnaround? Maybe he's an activist investor. Maybe he wants a seat on the board. I don't really know all that much about him, and that's kind of an interesting mystery we have on our hands here. So I'm working on trying to find any little tidbits of information on that in the absence of new press releases about like the overall resolution of things with Steward and the future of the business here. I appreciate you making it to the end of the video. More or less, I just wanted to remind everybody that I am still alive and I am still following what's going on with this to the best of my ability. And it's just that there's been sort of an informational vacuum, so to speak. And a lot of what we're doing right now is, unfortunately, a lot of painful waiting and seeing. But fundamentally, I don't think anything about the thesis has really changed all that much. It's just, it's a lot of emotional based volatile swings one direction or the other. If you like the video, please like it for the algorithm, subscribe to the channel for more, consider signing up to Moomoo to support the channel or even be a member. My Discord, which is free, is linked in the description, and we talk about the stock every day, whether it's up or down, as well as many other stocks in the market. Ladies and gentlemen, that's about all I got for you. Also follow me on Twitter at Mr. Macho Mog. Take it easy.